Hello, and welcome to the Salesforce Center podcast by MassMailer, where we connect with Salesforce experts, customers, and innovators to talk about smarter, more effective email communication within Salesforce. I'm your host, 𝗟𝗧𝗧𝗦, co-founder of MassMailer. In this episode, I'll be joined by Matthew Henson from Advanced Portfolio Management, a valued customer of MassMailer. Matthew will share his experience using MassMailer for Salesforce and how it has helped elevate their client outreach. Let us dive right in.
Do you have any questions of me?
Actually, yeah, if you don't mind spending a few minutes with me here, I actually want to know, how do you use MassMailer today? What's your business like, and what do you use MassMailer for, and what were you using before, and how is MassMailer benefiting you? If you can please give me.
Okay. We use MassMailer for a few things, as we're an investment advisor. So we have 70,000 contacts spread over 30,000 companies that are foundations, endowments, pension funds. We're institutional only, larger family offices, things like that. And so we use them for a few things. One is just prospecting for our asset management product. So if we run a fund and it's had some good performance recently, then we have campaigns set up for the different account types. And I'll send out a mail that we build using your template builder. That's a combination of text and images and attachments that might have that fund's deck, as well as images of its performance, any analysis that we've done. And then if you'd like to learn more, please give us a call. It's email. Now, when we do that, I probably get, and I'm talking sending out 20,000 emails.
Yeah.
I'll probably get like 1 or 2 responses where someone replies. And then we just use that open list as probably a warmer list of people to kind of follow up with a phone call.
Okay.
We follow up with a phone call. The course of our business is very much, you do 1 or 2 calls on a product, which will then lead to a meeting or 2 in person, and then a transaction.
Sure.
An investment. That's the fabric of it. And so MassMailer is very much that first touch point. The second thing we use MassMailer for is we publish research, intellectual content, just to that we don't charge for. That's very much hi, we did some work. We're smart. We matter. We're someone you maybe want to speak to. And if you'd like to learn more about this work, please give us a call. Also as kind of a prospecting relationship building tool. And so when we publish a piece of research, we'll also, to all of these lists, send it out for free, along with if you'd like to learn more. The prospecting emails for asset management products probably come out about once, times twice a month, but they're going to everybody. So you're talking about 50, 60,000 people get it. And then the research pieces come out about once a quarter. So you have, let's call it 24 to 30 a year, and attachments on about half of those that have the deck or a fuller composition of the content. And the emails contain text and images shouting, "This matters," or "We matter."
Okay. So what were you using before MassMailer?
It's the only thing I've used MailChimp in the past. And MassMailer, at the time I looked at it 5 or 6 years ago, just had a better integration with Salesforce. We don't do any like A/B
testing,
email testing or anything like that. We just build a template and content and send it out. So we don't do any of that.
Okay. And when it comes to the time and money, how does MassMailer really help you? Like saving time or saving money, or any other benefits that you're getting?
Gosh, what do we, is MassMailer something like $100 a month for us for the 1 license? I think that, like, given how we use it, it was priced competitively, or not so much that it was worth looking at going through an integration and using somebody else. In other words, when it's 24 to 30 emails a year, the entire contact list, and, we feel like it's, affordable. It's something that, we've kind of done I don't even know what a migration would look like as far as how much work it would be.
Yeah.
Its functionality, or what we would end up paying given how we use it.
Yeah.
So I don't even know, only because, what's not broke right now, and there's not functionality that we're reaching for.
Yeah.
There may be functionality that we could benefit from that I just don't know about, because I don't know what I don't know.
Sure.
But, just hasn't been a priority.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things for sure in MassMailer, but not everything you may or may not need. But if you say that, hey, I wish I had this feature in MassMailer, for example, landing pages, right? Creating a landing page, have some people, like when you're doing a prospecting, have people actually fill out a form and explain to you, hey, this is what I need from you, right? That could be a thing that you can like run it more frequently. It doesn't need to be just the ones that you're doing. It could be like when you're doing a research, right? Let's say you produce a nice little research paper kind of a thing, have them download it. I'm assuming that you're actually sending it out as an attachment. That's fine, because you want them to just click and open. Maybe that's easier for them rather than having a gated system to actually fill up a form and then download it. But I'm just throwing an example. So anything that you can think of that you think you wish you had this in MassMailer, any feature.
Landing pages, we just don't do. That's not like the fabric of the sales cycle for us.
Sure. Yeah.
If it was kind of a more retail driven thing, fill out this form and we'll quote life insurance, something like that. That we don't do. The research, sometimes we send as an attachment.
Yeah.
Sometimes I actually rebuild it using your HTML tool.
Okay.
And literally just send it out,
Okay.
as, please see below. And only because that incremental step, a lot of people, if they click on an email, open it, they start reading, they'll go, if it matters to them,
Sure.
they'll keep reading. Whereas if they've got to actually click on something, either they can't because the form won't allow it, or it's the next decision you don't want them to have to make.
Right. Okay. So attachment is working fine the way it is. That's working fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One thall that you don't want is, overcomplicate your campaigns, right? So you seem like just using it in a very simple manner. All you want is, hey, I want to know how this opens and clicks would work. And if you want to touch all the opens, how do I export it and track it? Get some more information about what the industry is, so on and so forth. As long as it's like doing the simple things, which are very important, bottom of the funnel, I think you're happy, right?
Yes.
All right. That's good. Yeah.
One question, why would a company have software that auto opens and auto clicks on email? What's the benefit to them of doing that?
Because nowadays people are abusing email system and they don't want any spammers to get into the company organization, having some links that are not meant to be open. So they have these scanning systems. Make sure that you're getting the emails that you're getting is from a reputable organization. I can double check your IP settings and DNS settings and everything just to make sure it's all good. I'm hoping that you're on a dedicated IP address, but I'll check on that and guide you as well. That's very important to have a dedicated IP. But I'm going to double check, make sure that you have all of that setting done. That'll help too. And I actually explained all of this in that video. If you check my video that I'm going to send, you'll know why these bot-driven softwares are actually present.
Got it.
Yeah,
got it. That makes sense.
Sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Salesforce Center podcast by MassMailer. We truly appreciate your time and interest. If you'd like to learn more about how MassMailer can help you simplify and supercharge your email outreach in Salesforce, visit us at massmailer.io or give us a call at 1-800-297-0991 or send us an email at hello@massmailer.io. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm 𝗟𝗲𝗍 and we'll meet you again in the next episode of the Salesforce Center. Take care.